Howdy, howdy, friends, and welcome back for another edition of the ONETA Show, brought to you by PTE Creative. As always, I am your host, Evan Davies. Today, we kind of got another smorgasbord, if you will. A lot of different segments coming out. Not really a concentrated topic here today, as we're kind of just bouncing around from thing to thing. Today on the show, we're going to talk to Davante Adams. He was just traded as of recording roughly 2.5 hours ago, so it's releasing the day of the trade. After that, I got the new Charizard Super Premium box from Pokemon TCG, so that's going to be open. I've already done that, and you can see a little bit of our friend right here and now from that one. Go check that out right after our first little bit about Davante Adams. After that, we're going to a game called 3 Count. I've recently found a really cool YouTube channel that I love, and I want to emulate them a little bit, give them a little bit of love, and we're going to play a little bit of our own version of 3 Count. And then finally, we're going to end the show with a story. Now, it might seem a little crazy to you. However, I myself have been a writer for past 15 years. My degree is in English, so one of the things that I'm trying to bring to the channel is some original content that no one's ever seen before, no one's ever heard before. So I'm going to be giving you a snippet of the first short story that I'm ever going to be sharing online, which is nerve-wracking to say the least, but it's going to be a whole heck of a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy that as well. That is going to be our show today. Let's jump right into it with Davante Adams. Now, if you saw the short previous to the show, I already covered what the terms are. Davante Adams has been traded from the New York to the New York Jets. There we go. To the New York Jets from the Las Vegas Raiders for a third-round pick that's conditional. Based on play, it could jump up to a second-round pick. Plus, the Jets are going to be paying his entire salary for the rest of the year. What does this mean for New York, and what does this mean to Las Vegas? Las Vegas, this means, yet again, it's another lost year, most likely. The reason we're going to say that for Las Vegas is this. They already looked lost when Davante Adams was in the lineup. Gardner Minshew still wasn't super playing well, or wasn't really playing super well, I should say. Aiden O'Connell never got the benefit of playing with Davante Adams this year. However, it looked like Davante was never going to play with him anyways. So it's kind of just a net neutral. They get some draft capital back, and they don't have to pay him. So it's kind of like they just started the season going, oh, I don't know, we have to play with Davante Adams for 2 days. Really is what it breaks down to. And that is quite an interesting facet. For the Jets, what's interesting, if you saw Monday Night Football this past night as of recording, they played the Bills, and their offense took a further step, and they missed some field goals, but they still were not fully gelled. There's still not a cohesion there, and they have way too basic of an offense. Now, what this move is for the Jets is that, hey, we're going to get Davante Adams. It's the best player to ever play with Aaron Rodgers. Their connection's just going to be perfect from the second they get back together, and everything's going to be fine. I would not be shocked if they play New England this week, I believe is who they have, and they light them up. But everyone's lighting up New England. Hell, I mean, Houston just put up 40 on them. So it's not as if that Patriots defense is great. So I could see a quick, easy return week 1 just off like a back shoulder route that Davante Adams always plays well with Aaron Rodgers. However, I don't foresee with the state of the Jets, and their offensive line is still porous. It's still not protecting Aaron Rodgers well. I don't foresee them magically becoming a Super Bowl team because they have Davante Adams. Maybe they can make a playoff run, but they're already 4 back. They're 2 back on the Buffalo Bills. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be a factor even when Tua gets there. So the division's not the worst. They might eke into the playoffs, but the rest of the AFC, they're still not going to compete with Kansas City. They're still not going to compete with Houston. Those are your 2 biggest things. Pittsburgh could take them right now because the pass rush alone could beat the Jets. So those are 3 teams already. Oh, did I mention the Baltimore Ravens are still in this conference? So anyone thinking, oh, Davante Adams, and this means the Jets are guaranteed to go to the Super Bowl, it's just flat out wrong. You're going to be lucky. I don't know if lucky's the right word, but you'll be fortunate if you can make a playoff push to get into the playoffs. So you'll see that reflected more in 3 Count. as we play that segment later. But let's have a lot of fun going to that. But that's some initial thoughts on the Davante Adams trade. We'll have some more on Far Out Football come Thursday, and we do another deep dive and have a little bit more fun there. But we'll catch that one on Thursday. But let's move into a small break, and then we're going to go open up that Charizard Super Premium box. If you are getting the audio-only version, which I do understand a visual medium like opening Pokemon cards is kind of dumb only to listen to. So, you're going to skip right ahead to 3 count if you're on the audio version only. But, video watchers, you guys are going to see the Super Premium collection of Charizard opened up right here after this break. Stay tuned. I hear you guys are really liking PT Creative's content. And you know what? You should, because it's pretty rad. You may even want to support the channel even more. Well, there's a way you can do it and reward yourself. And that's by going to our Etsy shop. Head on over to PTE Creative's Etsy shop and you can find all kinds of cool merch like you see on screen. You may be watching some of our Pokemon themed content and going, I'd love some merch there. You can do that. You can even get our custom Pokemon stickers right there, or stickers of existing Pokemon, t-shirts, or mystery packs. But you may be saying, I don't know if Pokemon's maybe my vibe. You know what? That's fine, because we got all kinds of fun, snarky millennial content and sports-related things over at the Etsy shop as well. You maybe got some big bench warmer energy that you just got to spread with the world. Or maybe you just need to tell people that you hope both teams are having fun as they're playing, because it's just all about vibes to you, and you hate to see it. You'd hate to see it if you didn't get your merch. You can go get that merch right here, right now. Head on over to Etsy. Go to etsy.com/shop/PTE Creative and go get yourself some awesome merch and go support a local content creator in this community we call the internet. Hope y'all see some great merch coming soon from Etsy. Go to PT Creative on Etsy and get yourself some great merch. No! Oh, that's right, friends. We got ourselves the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection, baby. Look at that Charizard. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now, if you're getting shorts form, you're going to get 1 pack at a time and the unboxing. If you are on the ONETA podcast right now, the ONETA Show, you're going to see the whole thing. Let's unbox this bad boy. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to show you all this, but let's get to the creme de la creme right away. Honestly, this was too cool to pass up. I just recently did a Nuzlocke, and of course I lost all the goddamn footage. So, won't be able to show that on the channel because I was recording that for the channel. However, look at that. But I randomly got a Charizard. It was a randomized Nuzlocke. And I got a Charizard. And I felt like it threw me back to when I was 8 years old. And I was like, gotta have Charizard. Look at that guy. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, what a badass. So cool. We love it. We love it. So that's obviously the creme de la creme that's really going to sell this box for a lot of people. Beautiful statue. Really cool. Now, beyond that, inside, you saw we have the Charizard EX card. I'll unwrap that in a second. We have 10 total packs here. Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade. I believe there's some Paradox Rift up in here. A couple of really cool things. And you get the Charmander promo card. And you get the Charmeleon promo card, which is really cool. Let's see what packs we got. We'll start with Charmander. Let's start with the first evolution. We'll open up that one. Charmander. Alright, so inside we have Twilight Masquerade, Paradox Rift, Stellar Crown, Temporal Forces, Obsidian Flames. Okay, pretty cool. I think we're going to get a repeat with Charmeleon, but we'll check just in case they threw some OG Scarlet and Violet or something of the like in there. So again, Charmeleon promo card. And it is a repeat. So we're looking at, yet again, Paradox Rift, Twilight Masquerade, Stellar Crown, Temporal Forces, and Obsidian Flames. Nonetheless, super cool. We love to see it. We love to do it. And you know what? Let's start with Stellar Crown. Let's do that one. So I am enjoying this unboxing already, so let's do this. Stellar Crown, baby. Pack 1 of our Charizard Super Premium Collection. Let's see what we have in store for ourselves today. Code card is gone. One to the front. Here we are. Dark Energy. Meditite. Clink. Turtonator. Impidimp. Swalot. Mewtwo. I do not have that Mewtwo card. That's rad looking. Pangoro. Already got ourselves an Ace Spec with the Deluxe Bomb. That's awesome. Love that. Reverse Hollow Joltik. And we're going to end with the Hollow Cradily. Honestly, super cool. And the obvious best one of the bunch is the Deluxe Bomb Ace Spec card. That is beautiful artwork. Look at the hollow effects in that. Super cool. Love that. First pack of the set is already paying dividends, and we like it. Charizard approved. Alrighty. Let's move on to our second pack here, folks. We'll go Obsidian Flames. Definitely probably the worst of the Scarlet and Violet sets to the Scarlet and Violet set thus far. Paldea Evolved, I think, also gives it a run for its money. Everything from Obsidian Flames has only gone up. I like Temporal Forces. I like Paradox Rift. Obviously, Stellar Crown and Twilight Masquerade are great. One to the front. Here we go. Grass Energy. Lillipup. Beautiful clay there. Pawniard. Charcadet. Meltan. Beartic. Charmeleon. Fitting. Excadrill. Reverse Hollow Umbreon. That art's still great. I love that Umbreon card. Reverse Hollow Zigzagoon. And we're going to end with... Okay, Vespiquen EX. I will take it. That's fun. I have had an Vespiquen EX before, but still, nonetheless, super cool to get. Love that. So we're 2 for 2 on hits with EXs and other things of the nature of the Charizard box. Let's keep going to more stuff. And again, Charizard approved. Temporal Forces. With the Cobalion on it. Let's see how this one goes for us. Temporal Forces was a bit hit or miss for me. Was fun. I did enjoy it, but nonetheless, we'll see how it goes. One code card gone, one to the front. Here we are. Fire Energy. Shroomish. Lickitung. I don't know if I have that card. Charge Bug. Slugma. Delmise. Electivire. Cinccino. Reverse Hollow Roselia. That's full art, baby. Full art Grotle. That's a beautiful card. I really enjoy that. And we're going to end with, okay, Hollow Trampa. Obviously, the highlight is this guy with the full art. That's beautiful. I know for a fact I don't have that. Also with the Merrills and the Starly in the background. What a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. Love that. And again, we're 3 for 3 on hits. Honestly, Charizard's coming through. I don't know what it is with these Charizard boxes. When I open up Charizard boxes, good things happen. And I don't know why. Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift. All right, pack number 4. Now that I said that, now it's all going to go downhill. But nonetheless. Code card gone, one to the front. Here we are. Electric Energy. Fuecoco. Snorunt. Honedge. Horsey. Screamtail, Ancient Screamtail, love that. Processor Sada's Vitality, the Ancient. Minior. Reverse Hollow Swablu. Reverse Hollow Exploud. And we're going to end with Hollow Evoltile. Okay, so first pack. So to get to the fourth pack, and that's the first one to not have a specialty card of some kind, pretty darn good. Still fun, but that's the Rift for you right there. That's Paradox Rift can do that to you. All right, let's go to Twilight Masquerade. Let's see what we get here. Pack number 5 of this Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. I'm sorry, Super Premium Collection, because the Ultra Premium Collection is different. One to the front, because that Ultra Premium Collection is what actually started this channel, which is really fun. Fighting Energy, Floatle, Sunkern, Abra. I still love that Abra artwork. Skarmory, Chi-Yu, Lucky Helmet, Myena, another A-Spec, baby! Hyper Armor, that's super cool. Again, the hollow effects on these A-Spec cards are tremendous. Palafin, and we're going to end with the Hollow Frostlass, just like the promo. I do love that Frostlass, however, obviously the creme de la creme is going to be the Hyper Armor card. We love that A-Spec card. I really enjoy the A-Spec cards, even though I'm not a tournament player or anything like that, at least at the moment. I love getting those cards to really amp up some things and have some fun with them. So it's going to be cool. Let's see how that continues to go good on the Twilight Masquerade. All right, let's go back to Temporal Forces here. The Walking Wake. Again, 4 out of 5 with big hits. Not bad. I know EX cards, not everyone's super excited about that, but it's still fun to get them. All right, one to the front. Here we are. Again, Temporal Forces. Yeah, Temporal Forces. Dark Energy. Scyther. That Scyther card's rad. Sizzlipede. Meryl. Golett. Sandy Shocks. The Ancient Sandy Shocks, like that. Rhiniculus. Mist Energy. I'm not sure I have that. Reverse Hollow Froligator. Reverse Hollow Arbok. And we're going to end with the Hollow Miraidon. Okay, still fun. The future cards, just, again, that gradient on the side there through the Ancient and future cards are still really fun. So I still think this is a fun one. Obviously, it's not the big hits that we were looking for, but still cool. We'll take them. We'll take them. Let's enjoy them. All right, let's go back to the Rift. Paradox Rift. The Iron Valiant on it. Let's see how we go from here. Code card gone. One to the front. Here we are. Again, Dark Energy. Magby. Vanillite. Oricorio. Swablu. Simipour. Substrika. Crocolore. Reverse Hollow Orthworm. Reverse Hollow Whismur. And we're going to end with, okay, Hollow Chi and Pow. Cool artwork there. I do appreciate the hollow effect there. Obviously not a big hit, but still cool. I'll take it. So far, we're 4 for 7 on big hits. We'll continue to take it. Again, still pretty Charizard approved. What a beauty. What a beauty. We love it. Alrighty. We're back to Obsidian Flames. This is most likely the downer, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Who knows? We get that Terrastalized Charizard, then we're cooking. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, one code card gone, one to the front. Steel Energy. Charmander, fitting to get it. Dratini, good Dratini card, I like that. Oddish. A lot of Gen 1 so far. Finizen. Amoonguss. Seismitoad. Arboliva. Reverse Hollow Spoink. That's still fun. Reverse Hollow Bronzor. Still good artwork. I like that. And we're going to end with, okay, Pokemon EX. Okay, still don't think I have this. Still fun. So, good hit. We'll take it. We'll enjoy it. And we're already, again, Charizard approved. The majority of our packs, or at least half our packs, have given us hits. So we'll take them. Go to Twilight Masquerade, and then we'll end with our Stellar Crown. And again, if you're seeing this in singles form, it's because I just got the Charizard Super Premium box. And I'm doing it singles form and for opening the whole thing for the podcast. All right, one at the front. Here we go. Grass Energy. Finizen. Lampent. All right. Poltergeist. Ducklet. Love that Ducklet. Ducklet's great. Clefable. Cook. Palafin. Reverse Hollow Venipede. That's dope. Looking like Batman. Reverse Hollow Hawlucha. Love that card. And we're going to end with the Hollow Alakazam. Honestly, I don't have this card. I've never seen it before. That is freaking rad. We love that. That's great. Oh, glorious. Glorious. Just got reminded of Bobby Roode from watching a show that we're going to talk about in the next segment on the podcast, if you're seeing this in the segment. All right. Stellar Crown. It's our final one. It's got the Terra, the Terastallized Stellar Galvantula on it. Let's see what we get here. One to the front. I'm sorry. Code card going one to the front. All right. Fighting Energy. Clink. Hoot Hoot. Impidimp. Tauros. Koraidon. Payapa Berry. Tornadus. Reverse Hollow Ledian. Reverse Hollow Ponyta. And we're going to end with, oh, okay, Ancient Raging Bolt Hollow. Love the artwork there. You can really see the hollow effects. Honestly, I know it's not the big hit that we're always hoping for, but these newer card sets, the artwork, especially the hollow effects, are getting so good. Glorious. Raging Bolt is inherently a stupid Pokemon design, in my opinion, because Raikou great. However, it looks pretty rad in that, so can't lie, that's fun. But that has been our Charizard Super Premium Box Collection pack openings. We went 5 for 10 on big hits of EX or higher. Got 2 A-Specs in there, full art card as well, and it's Charizard approved. Now, that was great. Let's stay tuned for the next segment if you're part of the podcast, and let's have some fun as we go into 3 count. Howdy, howdy, fellow PT creative fans out there. We have a project near and dear to our hearts that we really want you to check out. Over on our YouTube channel, you can go check out the Pokemon Bliss Oblivion Project. It's one of our favorite projects we've ever gotten the chance to work on, where we're creating new Pokemon on a weekly basis and creating our own Fakemon region. They're called the Helzari region. There you're going to see new starter Pokemon, or as you can see to your right if you're on video, a new Eevee evolution. So many cool new Pokemon and vibes are going to be found here on the Pokemon Bliss Oblivion Project, and it's going to make it help your day out. Go support some art that you would love to see. Go check out the Pokemon Bliss Oblivion Project, available every single Wednesday on PT Creative. Go check it out now. And we're back from that break, folks. Thank you so much for staying with us. We appreciate it. Now we're going to jump into our game of the day, which is called Recount. So, for those who do not know, and I understand if you don't, there is an awesome YouTube channel called Wrestle Talk. I've recently dove into a lot of their content, which I really, really appreciate. They have Parts Fun Known is kind of attached to them. They also have a movie side to their business, which I really appreciate, and they have something called the Survival Series, which I can't remember if I mentioned on last week's show or not, but really fun stuff over on the Wrestle Talk channels and all their partner groups. But what they do at Wrestle Talk is they'll do 3-word predictions or 3-word descriptions of something in wrestling history. Now, if you're not a wrestling fan, I understand. If you are a wrestling fan, I highly recommend go check them out. But it's a cool format. And I was going to take that to the NFL here today just to do a fun little game because we're not trying to blow the time here all day long. So, 3-word descriptions for 9 topics. So we have 3 sets of 3 count. Plus, I'll give you a little bit of elaboration afterwards, but not much because, frankly, it should be coherent. Topic number 1, let's start with the obvious of the day, Davante Adams. Promised land, maybe? Question mark. Davante Adams feeling like he's going to be super successful just because he goes plays with Aaron Rodgers. The Jets feel that they're destined for the Super Bowl now. I don't think that's the case. Could they make a run? Who knows? But he's thinking promised land, but I'm not sure, so we'll call it maybe. Topic number 2, the New York Jets. 8-9. My friend, friend of the show, Brandon Hollings, who's been a co-host on the Far Out Football Podcast in the past, immediately sent me this morning. I saw it flash the news alert, and then he immediately texted our group chat with the news of the trade. And my first response was 8-9. Here we come, baby. We are now with 11 games remaining. To go 6-5 would still be pretty good for the Jets. I know their schedule eases up a hair. Still not great. To me, this looks like an 8-9 team. It's not cohesive. And I think even after Davante Adams, 8-9 is still pretty accurate. So 8-9 is the description here. Recount. Now we're going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. Topic number 3, Cincinnati Bengals. Medium rare, please. The Giants' defense on Sunday night will never get enough credit for holding that team. They really held them to 10 points. They got one last run when the game was out of hand and all hope was lost. There's one just big gash play. But that defense did everything it could to win. There's no business the Cincinnati Bengals had winning that game. Honestly, Joe Burrow with 1 run and 1 pass, that's all he really did. He didn't look great. The rest of the offense didn't look great, and their defense did not look superb. They kept letting them go all the way in the red zone, and then the Giants would just shoot themselves in the foot. I think they're pretty cooked. I'm going to say medium rare, please, because there's a chance they eke this out, but I highly doubt it. Topic number 4, Baker Mayfield. And the 3 words are, get the second. Tampa Bay Buccaneers just put 51 points up. However, it's the weirdest win ever because they were up by like 24 points or 17 points. And then he threw 3 picks and the game went to 27-27 in the second quarter. And then the second half, they just blew him out of the water. Baker Mayfield, outside of that quarter, had a really good game. So just forget the second. Tampa Bay is real, and they're going to play a real factor in the playoff picture. So I'm enjoying watching clips of them this year. It's pretty fun. Topic number 5. Nick Sirianni. For those who do not know, Nick Sirianni is the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni, your 3 words. Destined loser douchebag. Man, Nick Sirianni starts screaming at his own fans and then goes to his press conference because he knows he's going to get shit from Philadelphia because he's a fucking loser, and he brings his kids to soften the blow at the press conference and then lies and says, oh, I just want to get some energy from them. You're a fucking loser, okay? If you're yelling at fans, this is not the first time or even second or third time he's done this. He's screaming at fans. If you can't handle the heat, specifically in Philadelphia, I just lived there for 4 years, they will tear you the fuck apart if they do not like what you're doing, okay? If you cannot handle the heat of that, you do not belong in the NFL as a head coach. And this is just reeks of desperation. Your team barely, and I mean barely, beat a team that has a quarterback who can't throw a pass. You are destined to be a loser because this is loser behavior, and you're destined to always be a douchebag because you're a fucking douchebag. Destined loser douchebag. And go fuck yourself. I know I'm against the Eagles, but if they had a good coach, I wouldn't be. I don't hate on Howie Roseman because he's a good GM. As much as I don't like him, he's a good GM. They have a lot of talented players. I don't hate on their personnel half the time. I hate on their stupidity. I hate on any team's stupidity. This is just straight stupid. Moving on to some more fun. Topic number 6. Jerry Jones. It's his birthday. The Dallas Cowboys got blown out. 3 words. No birthday wanted? His birthday kind of sucked. They got blown out of the water, and then he has to take a bunch of questions that he doesn't want to take. A lot of fun seeing Jerry squirm and have to worm his way through some responses and then accuse someone of telling them that they think he's an idiot. A lot of fun here. Enjoyed it. Not a good birthday for good old Jerry. Topic number 7. Will Levis. He's quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. Never leave, please. Those are 3 words. Never leave, please. He is a meme machine every week. He has created a new meme for new lows in the NFL, and it is fucking hilarious. He's not good. I don't think he's a talented quarterback. I don't think he's a starting quarterback in the league. I wasn't crazy about Will Levis coming out of the draft, but I will say I want him to eternally be in the league just for the memes because it's glorious. Now let's get some positive. Number 8, the Baltimore Ravens. Super Bowl steamroller. Super Bowl steamroller. They continue to play the way they are. They are going to steamroll teams on the way to the Super Bowl. The only team I think that's going to really give them a chance is the one that beat them earlier in Kansas City. They are steamrolling teams with Derrick Henry, with Lamar Jackson, with that passing attack trying to come to play. They are tremendous right now. And finally, our final topic, because I give you a nice little report from Lambeau Field this Sunday, because it was glorious. Great time against the Arizona Cardinals at Lambeau. Jordan Love. Lambeau be leaping. Jordan Love. 4 touchdown passes, 1 pick, which was perfectly on target, and the receiver fell down, and it went straight into a cornerback's hands who was behind. That wasn't a Jordan Love problem or Jordan Love's fault. Glorious play from Jordan Love this week. A lot of fun seeing him get to be a little bit more like he was last year after that ankle injury. A little suspect, and then that knee injury, a little suspect, but he's good to go. Lambeau be leaping. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun in Lambeau Field for the rest of the season. I can't wait to go back there 2 more times this year and be a fun Packer fan. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But that is our 3-count segment of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. We're going to send you over to story time right after this, as we're going to be reading my short story, Spirits of the Asylum. Stay tuned for that after the break. Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. You trying to get your platform to grow? So am I. And I want to help you out. Let's help each other out. I'm trying a new thing on my podcast and all of my weekly content. I have content Monday through Saturday on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, all kinds of different platforms. And I want to help you grow as well. So now, if you like, comment, subscribe on this video, or follow wherever you may be, you may get a shout out in one of my next projects. That's what I'm going to try to do for you, because you're small-time creators just like me, and I want us both to grow. So like, comment, subscribe for more, follow wherever you can. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and I'll try to help you out as well by giving you a shout out. Let's go do this together. Peace. And we're back, folks. Thank you for listening to those messages. Now it's time for a story. I'm going to read you a small clip or a small portion of a short story that we're going to be returning into another podcast later on, as we're going to be getting into a lot of creative work soon and a lot of original content and programming in terms of audio plays and things of that nature on the channel. This is a story I think I wrote in 2014, 15, 16, somewhere in that 3-year mark, probably 15 or 16. It's a story that is very near and dear to my heart. However, this is a story that I've barely looked at, except just to read and edit, over the last 10 years. Very, very special to me. I I view myself as a creator first, a writer first, and that's where I really want to go. That's really what I want to do. So if I want to do that, I got to give myself the push and share some of my work, even if it's some older work that I'm like, could be bad. Who knows? For those that are watching, you're going to see the thumbnail pop up, the little piece of art that we have for The Spirits of Asylum, which is the title of the short story. That's going to come up on screen because it seems a little weird to just watch me read. However, you're still going to get all the audio, so don't freak out if you see that if you're watching the video. But without further ado, this is an excerpt from Spirits of the Asylum by yours truly, Evan. Dimly lit, sterile, silent. The mostly metallic room is seemingly closed off from the world. This room of surreal peace, morgue, lay deep within the bowels of the asylum. Toe tags are the decorative pieces of the room. Inside works the two attendants, each work with a cadaver. One with a protruding gut, pressing his shirt and lab coat to the brink of use. Shining skin atop his head surrounded by receding threads of hair. Glasses of a small square shape press against his visage. The other wears longer, disheveled black hair up in a twist. Her small stature is hidden under a draping lab coat, just as her petite face is hidden by large black-rimmed spectacles that have an almost offensive look. Pale skin is another defense mechanism for her, as it signals more time in her morgue than outside in a bright societal center. The two work separately, each examining different specimens as to why they now lay in front of the attendants in a newly found state of death. The woman works delicately, though diligently, as she begins prodding her cadaver with long, sharp instruments. She tries to get inside the body without major disturbances, as if the cadaver is still alive. The man sits near his stiff subject, looking through an accompanying case file. While reading, his boredom gets the better of him. Looking for a remedy to his mental wandering, he gets a rude solution. He gets up and creeps behind the woman. She never breaks her focus from the cadaver all the while. Quickly shuffling toward the cases embedded in the walls, he yanks open a case behind the woman. He exposes another dead corpse with a toe tag tied to its right foot. His mischievous pull. The woman towards the man in fury after initially flinching. Her eyes scold him more than her words ever could. He simply bellows in amusement and returns the compartment back to its original state within the woman turns back to her work, shaking her head in disapproval. While she returns to her prodding, the man returns to his desk, settling back into boredom. After throwing his pencil at the ceiling for another minute or two, he gets up again. The woman pays him no notice, only sighing in relief as the pencil impact noises have ended. The man goes for the door. Swiping his access card at the side panel, he leaves the room. He hangs one comment in the air before he exits. I'm taking a break. Try to get the stick out of your ass by the time I get back. The woman's shoulders sag into a position of relaxation once the door finally closes. She could feel the tension in her neck and shoulders loosen and fall away. She sinks back into her work. Concentration never wavers. Minute by minute, she continues her examination. As she finally finishes her exam of the lifeless body in front of her, she hears a faint whisper. Here. The woman begins to widen her eyes from their focused gaze on the corpse in front of her. Her eyes scan the room from side to side, though her head stays relatively in the same hunched position over the corpse. She surmises the sound she heard was simply the combination of her imagination and the place she's glued to currently. As she settles her eyes back to their focus and about to continue her examination, she hears the same whisper, just a little louder than before. Here. Her head turns like an owl, scanning the entirety of the lab for her partner's presence, expecting to see a snickering bowling ball of a man in a nook somewhere. To her surprise, no one is there. After a look of confusion, she shrugs it off and turns towards the corpse again to finish. As she turns back, she hears a large sound. A clamoring thud, one far from a usual sound in the old asylum. A loud noise comes from the door. She gets up to find the source behind the sound and hears a fleeting whimper of weight being dragged away as she gets there. Her heart begins to beat with pace. She peers through the slender, dark, red-glassed window on the door. As soon as she presses her nose to the glass to see outside, a slender object, long and pointed, is pressed to the other side. From this sight, her eyes widen. Another pounding sound emanating from the door sails through the air. She throws herself to the wall away from the window. Clinging to the cold wall, her breath becomes heavy. It becomes heavier and heavier as her heart pounds within her chest. A scratching sound comes from outside of the door. Scraping sounds of metal on metal pierce her eardrum, causing her to quiver. Her spine tingles, her senses flare. Time slows to a frightening pace. It feels like hours pass as only seconds go by. Summoning all her courage, she creeps back to her former place by the door. Her eyes pan quickly while looking through the glass, moving only enough to get one eye in position. A minute goes by with nothing. Abruptly, a fist smashes against the scarlet-tinted window of the door. An alarming sound of cracking glass rings in her ears as the glass weakens. Her heart now mimics Vesuvius as it tries to erupt from her chest. Although she prepares swift movements back to the wall inside her, she's frozen with dread. Her only movements are unintentional and quaking. As she starts creeping back to the wall, another sound is heard. "Come on out!" It's hissed. A sinister whisper. Thank you guys so much for listening to that story. I hope you did enjoy the excerpt from Spirits of the Asylum. Again, it's a very personal piece to me as I'm starting to share more of my original stories with you guys here on the channel. The full story, Spirits of the Asylum, will be up on the channel very, very shortly. In the next couple days, or at least in the next week, as we're getting ready for Halloween season. We're getting a lot of original content coming your way, and it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun to share that with you here on the channel. Stay tuned for more wherever you can. Check us out on our socials to stay in touch. As always, you can find our podcasts Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Plus, you still get Pokemon Bliss Oblivion on Wednesday and some specialty content on Friday. But that has been this edition of the ONETA Show. I have been your host, Evan Davies. As always, it is an honor and a privilege to do this for you. Peace, love, and hugs to you all.